Reverend Rob Lee. Bold, smart, and straight to the point. This is Tarot with an Attitude.
Good evening, everybody, and ho, ho, ho. It's that time of year. Merry Christmas. If you're not into Christmas, that's okay. There are those of us that are, but happy holidays to everybody. I don't understand the confusion. I can say Merry Christmas, and you can turn around and say Happy Kwanzaa to me. That lets me know what you're doing, what I'm doing. I'm saying Merry Christmas, and you know what? Still wishing everybody love. Hey, our most gracious and loving Heavenly Father, tonight, yes, thank you for everything that you have given us. Divine Mother, the All, the Spirit, everything that you have given us, we say thank you. We want your protection. Tonight, we're going to be talking about what's coming up for the end of the year. Have your angels and guides draw close. Open my mind, open my heart to be able to listen to your words and not mine. So mote it be. All right, everybody, it's good to see you. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. Gillian and I did. We had an awesome Thanksgiving. We did everything at home or whatnot. And yes, we are getting ready. We are getting our first full. We've had a couple of flurries, but nothing that actually stuck. But we're supposed to be getting close to a foot of snow tomorrow. So I'm excited. I can't wait. That's going to be cool. I had to get started with my Christmas stuff, Christmas stout. We got Christmas tree up. We got lights going, different things. Nothing as crazy as I normally do, but I am there and we are there. So let's talk about this. Things coming up. Wednesday night, I haven't spoken to Bridget since Thanksgiving, so I got to talk to her. We don't even know what we're talking about, but we'll be there talking about it. You can guarantee it. No, Lord knows we could say we're talking about the earth is flat or round and wind up talking about chicken. Who knows? All right. So be there Wednesday night, 8:30 on Eyes of the Dragonfly. So welcome. I see a bunch of people coming in the door. If you have a question, just pop it in. My wife, Leanne G, as you would see her for the new people, Gillian, will be there and getting things posted for me to see, and we'll see what's happening. Cynthia, good to see you. Yachty, welcome. We haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing good. Miss Donna, welcome. Glad you are here. Wendy Berry, happy solstice, Merry Christmas, and joyful holiday. Wow, there we go. I love it. Perfect. There we go. Yes, we have the winter solstice coming up. I believe it's on the 21st, something like that. Gillian keeps me up on those dates. I do not know. We have a full moon coming on the 5th, right around the corner. So let's get ready for that. What are you going to let go of? What are you going to do? Let's find out. And we can talk about, things that are happening or whatnot, and, how you're going to spend the rest of the year, all of that. But if you've got any questions, just lay them out there and let's see what's going on and let's see what Spirit's got to say. Brandon, good to see you. Glad you're here. All right, here we go. Yachty, Rev Rob, how are you? I am awesome. Thank you. Glad you're here. I hope you are well. I like my job. That's what I want to hear. Although no benefits and PTO, I have started applying to other jobs. Okay, I understand that. Do you see any new job coming soon? Please and thank you. Let's tell you what, let's do this. All right. There will always be a job coming for you. You had to wait for this one. You want to make sure what you're asking Spirit for or whatnot. I worked one of those jobs, my wife will tell you, where they couldn't afford a lot of benefits. They couldn't afford them, but they killed me with time off. It was hard to leave. So I understand, but needing those benefits, needing those things, man, there's something new. Let's figure out what's going on, So let's see what we've got here. Okay. All right. So tonight I'm going to be using, let me go ahead and bring this up, add it to the stage. I am going to be got my incense burner going here. I got two kinds going. I'm burning my Palo Santo over here and then my frankincense tonight for celebration of the season. I love it. Things like that. But so I did this so people will know. Tonight, using the Good Tarot by Colette Baron Reed. The other thing I'm going to be doing tonight, this is good. It's a great tarot deck. The artwork is superb. It tries to stay a little more positive. It's a great thing, even with some of what somebody would consider the negative cards. Love this deck. It's a beautiful deck. If you don't have it, check it out. Also by Colette Baron Reed and a gentleman by the name of Alberto Violdo, I'm going to have the Oracle deck out, The Shaman's Dream. We're in the age of people having dreams, wondering what's going on, and bringing things to life in our life. We're getting that question all the time. So I figured, what the heck? I would grab that deck and let's see what we can bring into the future. So, Yadi, let's see what's going on. Yadi wants to know about new potential, new work. Let's see what's happening here. Okay. Boom. Let's cut this deck. And the first card, the light card, right off the top of the deck. Oh, most definitely. Where do you want to go? What do you want to see? It's your world to create. The Fool is there saying you're going to be taking some new trips. New things are coming. New things are stepping into your life, but you have to help create them. So a lot of that's going to happen on you. But yes, there are going to be some new opportunities, some new things. Don't be afraid. Toot your horn. Look, you asked for a job. It's holding its own right now. It's not exactly what you wanted, but it's doing its thing, and Spirit's taking care of you. So that is very, very cool and something very, very awesome to think about. When we look at this, we had the Two of Earth. It's juggling. What do you want out of life? What do you want out of a job? The Two of Pentacles. This is really talking about your work here. And it's about a partnership. You got to find that right partnership. Juggling benefits with pay and trying to find it both. That's the secret of today's world. Yeah, if y'all see smoke coming across, something crazy's going on. Just got my incense going. I got a little more going than usual. But the Two of Earth. So this is a 0. This is a 2. So when we put those together, we come up with a 2. And Yadi, this is a partnership between you, Spirit, and you and another job. Look at this job, see what's happening, talk to them, cherish it, know what's coming on. It's great. They brought you, they showed their confidence in you by bringing you on. But benefits can be important in today's world. So yes, we have new things coming, new things you can achieve, new things you can work for. And this is going to be, you're going to have some choices to make. And maybe you might even pick up a part-time job that can give you some different benefits or something like that. But I see that coming for you. Now, looking at this other, the Shaman's Dream, let's see what we've got. You're wanting to bring something. What do you need to do for manifesting new work? What do you need to do to bring this new job in? So I'm going to cut this deck, bring this here, and what we have here is connectivity, jeweled web, 32, 3, creating something beautiful, 2, a partnership. Bring them together, you got a 5. Okay. Now, one of the things I see here in this jeweled web in connectivity, this is called networking. All right. For this job, you're going to have to stay connected. Keep your ear down, keep posting, work it. If somebody mentions something to you, it's going to be on you to make that happen, to reach out. And this is where you have to manifest that new job. Connectivity, connecting with people. So make sure you're doing that and things will work out for you. All right. Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Let's see what's going on now. Here we have Lakenya. Glad to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's good. Let's find out. Hello. I put in a 2 weeks notice at this job because of the toxicity. Been there, done that, and it's the best thing you can do. It's one of those things where, you don't want to, and sometimes it can be scary. But when we know the best thing for us is to move on, you be strong. You're doing the right thing. So, do you see it's a good decision? You know what? Is it better for you? Is it going to be what needs to be? Am I seeing that? I'm telling you right now, I got a great positive reaction from Spirit. We'll do this. I'll bring out a pendulum and let's just ask Spirit, pendulum, will you work with me this evening? Yes. Okay. There we go. All right. Pendulum. LaKenya has disconnected from her work. She's put in her 2-week notice because it seems to be a toxic workplace. Was this a good decision for her? Yes, it's moving. You can't see it, but it's moving slow and it's giving me a dead yes. That's what's happening. So let's look into that a little bit and find out what's going on for LaKenya, and let's see what's happening. God, it's good to see you. Hope everything is well. Here we go. Boom, LaKenya. All right. There we are. We cut the deck and the card out of the gate for you, your light card. Oh, look at here. Queen of Earth. Taking charge, being that feminine. Remember, the queen is that caring, nurturing person. And the Queen of Earth is here to tell you sometimes you got to take care of you before you take care of everybody else. This is a great sign. And look at the power of this queen in this card. This is something that you have to do. Not everything is meant to be. We get in these gerbil cage, the hamster cage jobs, where we're on the wheel and they pay us enough to do this, but it sucks and it's hard to get off of them because it's meeting the need. That's what you do, is put your faith in spirit, put your faith in yourself, and say, I have to find something different, and step forward. That's making something happen. Now, what I got here again, look at there, the jeweled web. This came back up. Connectivity. Get online. Talk to people. Work those connections. These are those things that come together where people are all intertwined. Don't be afraid if you are in the grocery store and you hear something from somebody, hey, my work's needing this. What do they need? You stay connected. You stay talking. You let everybody know you're out there looking for work or whatnot. And that connectivity is going to play a key part. Notice we have 2 jobs here and staying connected, 2 job requests, and this jeweled web. Man, think of the intricacy of a web, because you never know who's going to talk to who. And you might wind up getting a call from somebody just because somebody else told them, hey, look, he's looking for work, So this jeweled connection is going to be something absolutely powerful. Now, I'm going to bring out the shaman's dream for you. And where are we at with manifesting work, bringing things in and understanding what's going on? Here we go. Let's find out. All right. And we cut the deck. And here we go. 2 cards there. Netcaster. Okay, now I've got to bring this up so I can read it. Preparations come to fruition. Polish up that resume. Get it out there. Get it where people can see it. 4 and 2. 4, establishing a new base. 2, that partnership with yourself or whatnot. What do you want? Come together for a 6, which means victory and breakthroughs. So when we look at the netcaster, you're going to cast your net out there. That's what this is saying. And you can actually bring things in, but you got to make sure the net's right. So tune up the email. Make sure you're doing this in the right thing and be active at fishing for this new job, and everything's going to come through for you. All right. Wow. Banger. All right. Let's see what we've got here. Get some cards back over here and find out what's happening. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Everybody, I'm splitting my cards back up, so if they come up again, they don't. We know it's spirit trying to say it, just like that. All right. Let's see where we're at now. Juliana, hey, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's getting things off right and getting ready for the holidays and everything that's going. Let's get these cards shuffled. All right. Juliana, hi, Rev Rob. The guy I was talking about last week ghosted me. So I'm wondering, why do I always attract unavailable men? That's a good question. And it's time to start looking at yourself. And that's not a cut down. But you're right. You're saying, why am I doing this? What are you putting out? Where is this at? What's going on? So let's find out. Let's ask Spirit what you need to know. Are you trying too hard? That can be a thing. Are you codependent? You know what? Wow. Boom. Talk about getting hit with that spiritual sledgehammer. One of the things that just came to me, my question to you is, Juliana, and this was huge, okay? I mean, this came in like a bolt of lightning. Are you codependent on needing and wanting the happiness of a relationship to make you happy? Have you learned to be happy with yourself yet? To love yourself, to have the relationship with spirit, the world, everything, that it doesn't matter if somebody's there or not. Will it make things better? Anybody that comes in is meant to accent your life, not make it. Because if you're relying on somebody else to make you happy, you cannot make them happy. Well, once I'm happy, well, there's the problem. Sometimes once I'm happy, and it doesn't, it opens our eyes up to things that aren't happening. And one of the things I just got picked up is be careful. Like I said about trying too hard, I just got a picture of you like pushing and trying to move things too fast. Enjoy life. Listen, let's see what Spirit's got to say. All right, and here we go. Okay, let's put that in and go right here. Boom. So the first card off the top of the deck for you, your light card. We have the King of Earth. You know what? This is saying you have to be in control. There is somebody out there for you. You're going to find them. But if you're putting it out there to Spirit, that you have a certain person that you're looking for, a certain type, a certain requirements or whatnot, that's okay. But then you have to wait for them. That's why all this is coming together for me in the way this is coming as a download. The King of Earth is also saying you have to start taking control, start asking questions, and maybe somebody just wanted to have a good time and they weren't looking for a relationship. You need to go out right now and just meet people and see who you gel with, see who you jive with. This is going to be one of those things, and take control of your surroundings in the physical world of who comes in and who comes out. Do not be afraid right up front. You go, what are you looking for? And if you can't just meet somebody and go, are you looking for a permanent relationship? Some people just want to meet people and go out. That's why we date. Let some things happen. But what I'm feeling here is the need for you to fall back in love with yourself so that this doesn't become so much of a need as it is a gift. Does that make any sense? I'm hoping so. Yes, I have the 10 of air. Man, a lot of times this 10 of air, that would be the 10 of swords. I want you to think about this. See, all the stuff, too busy, lugging too much weight around, you got to let some of that go. All right. You're overthinking some things. You're trying to drive in it. You're going here. You're doing. Stop it. Things are fixing to turn around for you. But I want you to see what this angel has done. They have let their feathers go that are no longer serving them. Kind of like when a bird molts or something like that. That's what I'm seeing here. And she's actually blowing feathers away. You know what? Right now, you need to stand on your own, become a master of who you are and what you're going to be in this life, and not worry about somebody attaching to you. And guess what? That's when Spirit opens the door. When we become solid as spirit, as one, as an individual, and Spirit knows that we're there and we're happy and we're thriving regardless of who is in our life, all right? Guess what? That's when Spirit can bring you this person because they have to protect them from you until you get to where you need to be. All right, let's do this. Let's take a look here at the Shaman's Dream. What do you need to know about manifesting somebody into your life, the right person? What do you need to change? Where does the energy surrounding you where you need to change the way you think or what you're doing? Let's ask that question and let's see what we get. Okay. Wow. The crossing, initiation. All right. 5 and 4 come together for 9 for manifesting. All right. Do you know what you want? Or are you just going out there hoping somebody comes in that fits the bill? This initiation, the crossing, is a lot of times there are many things that we have to do by ourselves. And it tells me There's something that you need to complete, all right, for this whole process to be able to initiate properly. Make sure that you understand there's bridges ahead. There are things that are happening. These things are going on. And I want you to understand there's a crossing you have to make. And what I'm feeling here is that this crossing is somewhere within your own spiritual being of knowing who you are, okay, and the value that you bring. All right? Hope that answers the question. Let me know. Wow, bangarang. Okay, here we go. Now, let's do this too. I want to remind everybody down in the description, if you look down at the bottom underneath the video, the little word says more. When people say the description, that's where it's at. A lot of people are like, Rob, we all know that. Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people don't know how to find my stuff. Go down in the bottom in the links. I would love to do, all right, some work with each and every one of you. Set up an appointment, do a link, and I will be glad to see what's happening and go into a lot more detail. And when I do my personal one-on-ones, we get to move a lot slower. We get to connect, we get to talk and have that even better. So it'll be great. Okay. So Wendy, I'm in foreclosure. Oh my God, love, been there, done that. It's not the end of the world. Okay. Bankruptcy. Will I get enough money from the sale of my home to pay off my debt? I'm going to bring out another, you know what? My eye just caught my amethyst pendulum. Yes, I have pendulums everywhere. All right. So, pendulum, man, it's shaking. It's already vibrating. Will you work with me this evening? Oh, yeah, there we go. A very quick, prompt answer. Do you need cleaning before we proceed? Nope, we're good. Okay, here we go. Wendy Berry, 75. She has come to that place where she's had to declare foreclosure and filing bankruptcy. Will she get enough money from the sale of her home to pay off her debt? Unfortunately, Wendy, the pendulum, everything I'm getting is saying you're going to go a long way towards it, but it's not going to quite be enough. Okay. Now, that doesn't mean it has to stay that way. Things are changing. So let's find out what you need to know about this situation. So, Spirit, I'm going to the tarot cards. Tell me what Wendy needs to know about this situation she's going through. Okay. And what's the biggest thing she needs to know? I'm going to tell you one of the biggest things you need to know. Okay. And this came to me, was let her know. There are people in this room. There are people all over. People do this all the time. Don't let it defeat you. Okay. Don't let it defeat you. If you're doing it, you're doing the right thing. You're fixing it, bringing it down. It's still going to help. And then you're just going to have to make some arrangements. Now, let's see what's happening here in this for you with a quick read on finding out about this bankruptcy. What does she need to know? What does Wendy need to know? Add to stage. There we go. I need to go here so people can see it. Boom, boom, boom. Wendy, all right. The first card out of the gate for you, your light card. I have the 8 of Earth. So we're talking about, this would be the 8 of Pentacles. What's going on? There's a lot of details. Is that, no, that's a 3. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. The 3 of Earth. Okay. So this is talking about taking action. All right. But you're going to need to work with an advisor and work together. Okay. It's going to require some teamwork, and there are some people that can help you get across this finish line that you're trying to do. A lot of times you might be going through this with somebody else. I don't know if you are or not, but the 3 of Earth talks about working together. One of the things I would tell you, make sure with some of the debtors that you're staying in contact with them. Some people are willing to take write-offs, things like that, or whatnot to help you get there. But communication here in the real world and in your finances is going to be key. One of the things you do not want to do is use, what was that? When I was younger, they had a consumer credit, and they would help you pay off your loan. What you don't know is that all they're doing is negotiating it down for you. So some of the money you're paying, you're going to pay them. And then that doesn't help your credit. It was noted at the bottom, consumer credit helped do this. You didn't pay your bills. Somebody else had to talk you through it. So make sure you understand, you need to get with somebody that is a good credit builder and can work with you on this. This is going to be a team effort, but it means it's a great thing because that 3 is creating something beautiful. This is going to help you create what you need to do. We have yep, there we go. It's a partnership thing. This is, thank you for solidifying this. It's a group, it's a team, and it comes down to both of you. What's going to happen? They're going to have to work together with somebody to make these things happen. Now then, let's find out what I've got here with Shaman's Dream and see what's going on. And I'm going to get moving on. Blessings, Simran and Jennifer, I see you all there. I'll get to you just a second. One moment. Here we go. So, Wendy, you've got here, I love this card. It's crazy. Caterpillar. Number 1, the card's a 4. This is saying we're going to establish a new base. And notice it's Caterpillar, okay? But what we have here is opportunity, okay? So Spirit is saying to manifest this, I want you to see, okay, that when things come through, you're going to be asking for clarity and you're going to be able to do this. And opportunities are going to be there for you to mend this problem. Remember, the question was the sale of the house loan going to be enough? The answer was no, okay? And that's the way things stand right now. You're going to have to work with somebody, work with the other person involved, however it's going to be, okay? But opportunity is going to be there for you to flourish and to bring this thing to an end. I hope that makes sense, all right? Let me know how that spoke to you and keep me informed. We would love to hear what's happening and see what's going on with you, okay? All right, here we go. Let me get these back over here. All right. It is good to see everybody tonight. And my ladies that are doing my tarot thing with me Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Let's do that. We're going to get back at it. Finish up that major arcana. I love the major arcana, or we finished it. I think this time we have to go into, we're going into the court cards. Wow, there's some fun for you. All right. So we're about through. We're very close, and we're going to start doing some spreads and different things or whatnot. So here we go. All right. Blessings. What's coming for me this year? Where'd it go? There it is. At Blessings, Y2Z, what's coming new for me? That's a great question. Let's find out. Okay. So, Blessings. Sometimes I'll start over and get my head, get in the spirit, and getting things connected. All right. Let's see what's coming ahead. What is new that's coming for Blessings this year? Here we go. Right around the corner. Let's see what's happening as we start. Oh, 10 of fire. Okay. Now, this is kind of cool. Let me bring this up so you can see it. All right. Add to stage. There we go. 10 of fire. 10 of wands. All right. Now, the 10 of wands, the 10 is at completion. Something's happening. You've got one more fight left in you, but this is saying don't get so bogged down in everything that's going on in your life, and you've got so many cups up in the air that you miss an opportunity that's coming your way, because something is coming to an end. You're going to be able to close that door, and something new is going to pop out in the spiritual world, in the fire, in something that you want to create or do. So there is that something. Let's see where we can go a little further and find out. Justice, the 11 card. When we look at justice, this is our karma card. What are you putting into? Where are you going? Where are you putting your energy into? And this is going to be, you're going to get something new, but you're only going to get out of it what you put into it. So this is, are you setting yourself up? Are you manifesting? not materializing, manifesting. Are you bringing new things? Are you taking steps? Are you looking out? Are you checking? Are you still just stuck on the hamster wheel? Look at how all these are going right in a circle, going right in a circle. All these are on fire. Everything's burning up. You're going to have to pick one. This is going to be up to you to reach out and see these things. But one of the things I'm telling you, you have to be aware. Some of the things might be old karmic debts coming back that you've got the thing. You've put some good things out there and some good things are coming back. Let's see where we're at. So that's exciting. You just got to be paying attention and be on the spot to make sure you know what you see and what to do. All right. So blessings. You know, I got the car Sky Bridge, possibility for a union. Now, does this mean of the heart 4 and 7? Wow, the 4, a new base, 7, looking around, not being so fast, taking a check, observation, analyzing. We come together for 11. And that 11 is the first angel number, first truly holy number, I guess you might say, that's a double digit. And that 11 is talking about its beginning in you. But the Sky Bridge is talking about possibility for a union. There might be somebody new. So when you're going through all of this stuff here and you meet somebody new, don't take anybody or anyone for granted. That's going to be very important. If somebody offers you something, you stop and take a serious look at it, no matter what it may be, because you have this possibility for some type of union, either with work, job, or it could either be romantic or, you know, friendship, anything like that. But some type of union is coming to you and it's going to be made possible. You have to be on the lookout for it. All right. Wow. Bangarang. All right. Blessings. That's really cool. Boy, you wanted to know. There it is. So make sure you're looking, make sure you're paying attention. A lot of times, folks, blessings can be found in people that we don't pay attention to. All right. And we need to understand that that's what's going on. All right. Pay attention. When somebody's talking, don't get caught up in a routine. Okay. Something's coming to an end. Don't try to keep something around, because a lot of times when something comes to an end, it means something new is coming right around the corner, you know? So here we go. Hi, this is Cimarron O or 0. Hi, may I know what's coming ahead in career? Currently jobless. Man, a lot of people are going through that right now. Everything's such in a turmoil. But absolutely. So Simran, let's find out what's going on for you in career-wise, okay? So let me bring these over here, get a good shuffle on them. There we go. All right, bring this back up, add it to the stage. One more good shuffle. Simran, all right, wants to know what's coming ahead in their career. All right, let's find out. So we've got the shuffle on. I'm going to do the cut. Simran, your light card right out of the gate. All right, 6 of Earth, being able to give back. It's okay. I want you to realize that things are going to come your way and you're going to be able to give back. You're going to be rewarded with some of the things that you've done in this earthly thing. And the stag, this wonderful thing of royalty and beauty, is coming your way. And look at the coins draping off of it. It's all coming your way. The 6 is victory. So you've come through a turmoil, you're going through a conflict, you are going to break out of this. There is no question about that. The 6 of Earth is here to say there comes a point where you might have even had to ask for some help right now because we're jobless. We've all been through it. All right. But you're going to be able to actually help other people. This is coming around. You have a lot to look forward to. Okay. So when I look at your second card here, the King of Air. Now, this is the King of Swords. All right. This is look at everything. Keep your emotions out of it. All right. This is life. This is a step. Everybody loses a job. Everybody has to step away. We already talked to somebody else in here that is looking one person's looking to leave their job, one person already did. So this is very, very big. But this king of air is talking about you remain smart. You remain in control and don't let your emotions get a hold of you. When we get in these jobless states, okay, a lot of times we start putting out negative, oh, it's wrong, something, this is never going to happen. And next thing you know, we're wondering why we're manifesting bad things or things don't come together because all we're doing is living in the turmoil. You make sure you're living in that I'm smart, I'm intelligent. I want you to take a look at your resume, okay? Make sure it is up to date. Make sure it is clean. Make sure it is what it ought to be. And don't send one resume out in today's world. Okay, newsflash for all my job seekers. If you're on Indeed or any of the big heavy hitters for looking for a job, okay, one of the things you need to know, you need to come up with an outline for a resume. But when you find a job you want to apply for, you need to take that resume and use the same verbiage that's in the job description. If yours says customer service and they want to know about customer relations, everything needs to read customer relations. Okay. Yes, you're like, Rob, you're crazy. No, in today's world, so many people are looking for so much work, even people not in your area, because they may want to move to your area. Okay. Now, what's happening is these big search engines are weeding out resumes, and the first thing they do is look for a word count of what matches the job description. Know this for a fact. All right. So you need to understand, you better your odds of getting in and getting to that first interview. And that's what to say. Be smart about what's going on. This is all about the brain. You're going to be able to do this. This is coming ahead. I can also see what very possibly could be somebody looking to you for leadership here. Okay. You could be headed towards a leadership role very, very powerfully. Okay. Everything is going to be, it's there. You have to make it, you have to work it, but you have to be smart about it. Is that making sense? I hope so. Let me know. All right, let's go to the shaman's dream and find out what's going on. Okay. And see what's happening there. All right. How are we bringing some of this? All right. Let's see. We have the lost compass. Getting back to integrity. Simran, this is saying, I'm not saying you're not an ethical person, but sometimes we get to where we want to take shortcuts or we start backbiting people, things like this. You make sure when somebody sees, you don't know who's looking, okay? One of the things people would say, little things that people look for, job people, especially in today's market, look for in promoting somebody, okay? I think it was Henry Ford used to take potential management people to lunch. And one of the things he would let them go over, he would bypass them, was, and you can look this up, all right, if they started salting their food before they tasted it, he didn't want that mentality. He wanted them to know the facts before they took some action. All right. This is where you have to be, and you have to be in this integral place. 3, creating something beautiful. 5, some conflict, but still creating something awesome, coming together for an 8, which is talking about movement, building, and keeping an eye on the details. That's going to be very important for you. Wow. Bangarang. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Get these cards back over here. Separate these out. 6 of Pentacles. Those are great cards. Those are great cards. Let me see where we're at. All right. Got that one. There we go. All right. Maria, will I get a job offer this week? All right. Job offers during the holidays come slow. Y'all need to remember, not only am I a reverend, okay, and have my master's in social work, doing things which required me helping people get jobs or whatnot, but I also used to run call centers. I was very involved in helping people get work. And the holidays are a hard time to be looking for jobs. Nobody wants to get into anything till the end of the fiscal year, or they want to wait so they don't have to get something started, quit for the holidays, and then move forward. But let's ask Maria, okay? Maria wants to know, will she get a job offer this week? Maria, I'm getting a yes. That is a yes. It wasn't a hard yes, okay? So what I'm really picking up here is I want you to understand somebody's going to be reaching out to you. You've probably put in some jobs, things like that. So I don't know if you actually get an offer, but it's saying yes, you very well could get an offer. But I want you to look at this as people are looking at you and they may reach out to you to set some stuff up for, like I said, after. But I think you're going to hear from somebody this week about something. That's really cool. All right. Amazing. Wow. Banger. All right. So, Gene XO, may I ask what I's feelings and intentions are towards me? All right. Well, first of all, welcome. Okay. Number one, I know you're new. Okay. Because you will find out I don't answer those questions. I refuse to read somebody third party. It's rude. It's not ethical. Okay. If they were here and said, you can tell her or whatnot, that's fine. But again, with all that medical background I've got, my wife's the same way, and I know several readers are the same way. I won't. Plus, there are too many things that if I tell you no, all right, but you do something that sparks I's interest over the next 3 weeks, that can change. Your destiny is not written in stone. Now, here's what we'll do. I will ask the question about, what does she need to know about this connection? All right, and what do we need to know? What does Gene need to know about this as a relationship? So here we go. All right. So what does Gene need to know about a relationship with I? Let's just find out. And I'm not being mean. It's one of those things that's called respect or whatnot. And I have problems when somebody says, oh, he loves you. They don't know. Okay. All they can go is what the cards tell them and what spirit tells them. And I'm telling you, I don't want you changing your life because somebody flipped a card. All right. Or this is the way things are reading right now. All things can change. What have you done about this? Okay. Here we go. So I believe you've already got this connection with him. Okay. So here we go. Let's find out what we need to know about this connection with I. I love it. Okay. All right. First card, light card, right out of the deck. The Queen of Water. Now, this is promising. Okay. Queen of Cups. All right. Nurturing, contentment. I want you to make sure in this relationship right now, wherever this is, don't do anything stupid. Okay. Don't rush forward. Don't bail out. Don't start trying to read everything and analyze. My members here know this. We've said this, been along with this. I want you to understand something. As you move forward, communication is going to be key. The Queen of Water is talking about nurturing, loving, caring for your soul and the happiness. And this is an emotional journey and taking care. But the Queen communicates. The Queen is the master communicator. And if something comes up and it pisses you off, there's nothing wrong with saying, give it a moment and go, you said something the other day. Let's have coffee. What do you mean by that? And understand, because it can be I have watched, I forbade my boys to break up with a girlfriend by text. Forbade it. No fights by text, because you're reading that person's tone into it until you understand. Face-to-face communication, look them, let your eyes, let your soul, let your intuition read this for you. And you're going to do that with personal contact. But this has potential, all right? This has, wow, the sun. things working out. 1 and 9 become a 10, which means something new, something bright. There's that, it might be a period of loneliness coming to an end and something new coming together. The sun is coming out. Look at the sunflowers, things like this. This is great. What does Gene need to know? So I'm saying you need to work on this. Be on your P's and Q's if you want this connection. But the communication is key. Okay? Communication is key. Don't guess. Don't do anything. All right? Let's find out. But all the signs of the cards right now are pointing, Spirit's giving me that this could be a thing. And I haven't gotten to give that information in a long time. So Merry Christmas. All right? And here we go. The Dust Devil, 15. That's kind of scary at first. But look at what it says. Moving out of stagnation. I really feel this could be moving forward. 1 and 5, 15. All right. The beginning, the 5 is that kind of like turmoil creation. Think of a dust devil, but they come together to form a 6, which what I said is breaking free, breaking through. You're going to be moving out of stagnation. Things are going to be looking for this to progress. Okay. And whatever you do to it, you're going to have to nurture it or whatnot. But finally, it's going to be on you to listen and make a decision. Okay. And talk and be adult about it, because that's the only way you're going to be able to do this. So I see good things. All right. Wow. Banger. Okay. Excellent. All right. So I've got NSF and Virgo coming up here in just a second. Let me take a little break here for a second. I'll be glad to do those readings, find out what's going on. I hope everybody's having a good time tonight. All right. Let's see what's happening and find out what's going on. So everybody getting ready. The 5th, we've got right around the corner. Maybe Bridget and I'll talk about this. We talk about the moon so much. I don't want to bore everybody with it, but we have a full moon coming up on the 5th. And that's going to be something very important for people to know. So we'll talk about it, figure out what's doing, see some things that are happening. And then we have the winter solstice on the 21st. So a lot of good things coming. We'll find out what's happening, see what's going on. So now let's take a look at NSF 225. All right, let's take a look at those numbers. 2, 2, 4, and 5 is a 9. So NSF, I don't know if you know it, you put the numbers up there that are for manifesting. So late, am I on DW's mind? Don't know, ask him. All right. This is the old man giving you the advice you need to know. Go find out. Talk to him. You want to be on his mind? Obviously, it appears you do. Call him. Hey, what's happening? Where are you going? Let's take a look here at the cards. Again, you just heard me talk to the other young lady about I don't read people without their permission, okay? But let's see what's going on. What does NSF need to know about this, about DW and being in a relationship with DW? All right, that's cool. Let's find out. All right, here we go. All right, quick shuffle. Did the mix up. Now we're going to do a quick shuffle. Cut the cards. I'm neurotic about cutting cards. That's just my thing. Okay. Now, we have the 9 of water. Wow. Remember me talking about a 9? Here we are in an emotional state, and this 9 is manifesting some great things. There is an opportunity here for you to be able to move forward with this relationship. Is it what you want to do? You need to make sure. That's what's happening. Then we have the 5 of fire. Now, the 5 of wands, okay? This gets a little crazy. What I want to know, don't put it in here, is there somebody else involved? If they are, you need to be careful about monkeying around, playing with fire, and you don't want to be the third wheel. Or B, staying out of somebody's drama. This 5 of fire here is talking about something else may be going on. You are in a position to be able to make this move forward, to help this move forward, and to manifest some beautiful, wonderful love and joy into your life. But stay out of the drama of others. If he's mixed up into drama, step away. There might be somebody waiting for you to get over DW to get to ME. Okay? You see what I'm trying to say? That's all I'm saying. But this drama is not a good thing. Okay? Too many people in your head, too many people telling you, do this, don't do that, don't do whatever. You know what? Separate from it. Have a direct conversation with DW, okay? Know what's going on and take it one step at a time. That's what's important. But the opportunity is there, but I see there's some other drama brewing behind this relationship. So you need to make sure that that's not going to be a problem. You can make it happen, but is it going to be more trouble than what it's worth? So yes, you can do it. Things are great, but it could be a problem. You need to understand why. So let's ask shamans assess spirit. I'm going to use the shaman's dream to bring out a card for you. Let's see if we can get some more direction on this about what's happening and where to go. Now, I'm definitely picking up with this reading a warning. Things are good. Yes, you can make things happen. Oh, we have vanishing mirror. Ego sublimation. There's a thing called sublimation printing. Y'all seen it? But this is what it is. I want you to think about it, where you have a picture that you can actually transpose onto a shirt. It's not an iron-on, okay? But it blends the ink into the shirt, and it's an actual live photo. You have seen it. That is called sublimation printing. Now, so you understand the word sublimation, make sure here that what we're talking about is ego sublimation. You have to understand 5, there's that 5 again, okay? And 8 is about looking at the details and moving forward. But 5 and 8 come together for a 13. And 13 is a standalone number. I don't add those numbers together, okay? And 13 in tarot is death. What now? I want you to understand what this is telling me is the ego sublimation. You can put yourself into a situation, all right, and wind up losing yourself. The relationship becomes more important than anything else, and you get lost and you get hurt. You need to proceed with this. Keep your ego out of it. Not you're taking this DW from BC or anything like this. That's where some of this drama is coming from. Stay out of the drama. If you're not careful, you will disappear and the whole thing blows up. Okay? Wow. Bangarang. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Let's get on. All right. I have Virgo Empress and Jennifer O'Rourke. Glad to see you, Jennifer. Wow. You've been through a lot here lately, I understand. So, and I'm not going to get into it, but God love you and everything else. So, Virgo, what's happening with Virgo? Virgo Empress cards. Hey, yeah. Does Robert think things are over between? Wow. Here we go. Yeah. Ask him. Ask them. We're trying, so many people in a relationship are looking for a cheat card. It's kind of like the God codes when they first came out for video games. Okay. Well, if you tell me it's not there, but it doesn't mean it's not worth working over. Okay. I have been in relationships where, I don't know if I've walked away from them, come to find out later their pride, because pride and ego. Remember the ego cards we just showed here, Virgo? This is going to be a key thing for you. Okay. So what does Virgo need to know about Robert? This is what you need to know. Okay. Not what Robert's thinking, Robert's doing. I'm asking Spirit to let you know exactly what's happening with you and Robert and what's on your end of this. So here we go. Wow. This is interesting. The Queen of Fire. Okay. What do you want? What's your desire? Where do you want to be? But the Queen is about taking care of you. making sure you're nurturing your flame, where you're going to be, what you're going to do. The ball is in your court, baby sister. Okay. And you are going to have to take some action. You're going to have to move forward on this if you want to nurture this flame and make sure everything's going. It may not be over, but you have to go find out what caused it. Is it something, maybe he's regretting it too, but even then, the queen is there to say, this fire is still burning for one of you, and it sounds like it's for you. Okay. And what it's saying is you need to go in this so you can either put that flame out or let it burn bright. You got to ask questions, you got to talk, and it's time to be adults about it and say, this is what's going on. I have the three of water, the 3 of cups. Okay. The 3 of cups. Now, whenever I see this, I need you to understand a lot of times this is telling me there's a third party involved. All right. And there is something going on as far as that goes. I don't know what's happening. You need to investigate. Okay. Before you put a lot of stuff in it. Okay. So this is why you need to have that conversation. The 3 of water is always about people working together, celebrating together, partying together, but it's 3. It's more than the 2. The 2 always has one couple hand in hand or something like this. This is 3. And this is telling me this queen of fire is saying you got to be careful. You go after something, you're going to get burnt. You got to make sure down the road that we don't have somebody else playing in the weeds. Okay. This is what you need to know. And this was what I asked about you. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong or done anything wrong, but you need to realize there may be somebody else that's attributing to whatever is going on. Hope that makes sense. Let's bring up another card. Let's go to the shaman's dream and find out what's happening. All right. Let's see what advice spirit gives you through here. And this is 14. 1 and 4 come together to make 5. All right. And a 5 can be a lot of conflict, but it can be creating something beautiful. But we have the drifter. Okay. I want you to think about that for a minute when I talked about the third person. Experiencing life as it comes. Do you have an answer? Have you already been given an answer and you just want a different answer? But this is saying you going through this, what is, you maybe still be carrying a torch, okay? But what caused this rift to begin with? I want you to ask yourself that. That's going to be important. I'd love to work with you in more detail. Let me know, okay? Wow, yeah, because that needs a lot more going into than here, because there's a lot going on in the background there, okay? So, wow, good luck with that. Hope everything goes well. All right, let's see where we're at here. All right, Jennifer O'Rourke. Hi, Rev Rob. Hey, Jennifer, many blessings to you. If you have time, I would love a general reading and know if Spirit has a message for me. Always appreciated. You are always appreciated too. Glad you are here. You have been in my thoughts and prayers, and I hope everything comes together and it's all okay. All right. So now here we go. Let's find out. I am going to do this. Jennifer O'Rourke wants a general reading. God, Spirit, tell us, what does Jennifer O'Rourke need to know right now? What's the message? It's a very simple message. What does Jennifer need to know right now? Okay. And we will do that and find out. There we go. And boom. I'm going to cut this. Normally I cut with my left hand, but because of the way my desk is set up for this, I got to cut with my right hand. All right. So now we have the 5 of air. This is the 5 of swords. All right. This is the battle. This is the struggle. These are the things. And this is about in being mentally having these struggles going on mentally, but knowing this too shall pass. Okay. Beautiful things come when we have these conflicts and things like that. Fives, I'm a five. My life path number is a five, which means can I get into conflict? Oh yeah, baby. You want to go there? I'll go there. But I would much rather create something more beautiful. And if we're not going to create it, I will walk away from it. Okay. So this five of air, the five of swords, look at this young lady. She's dancing through and understanding life is going on. There are some things that have had to cross the bridge that are letting go of and things, but this is part of life. Understand there was love, there's peace, there's joy. All right. And that's what you're going to find on the other side of some of this. Now, when I go here, wow, the messenger of water. All right. The messenger here. I want you to understand this is emotion. And the messenger is here to tell you life begins. Things continue to move on. All right. Your heart is there and you need to move on. I don't know. And again, I know I'm kind of privy to some one or two little things that happen, but I want you to understand when the heart hurts, it's out of respect for things that happen. But we have a mixture of the mental and the emotional in this reading for you. Okay. Neither one can dominate. They have to work together. The five of air is here to tell you, I know this hurt, but you know, deep down inside, we're going to keep moving forward. The messenger of water is here. Notice our little seahorse. Okay. Known to be one of the strongest animals in the ocean because he will take that tail, wrap it around something, and he goes through the hardest tides and things like that because he just hangs on. All right. Hang on, baby. Friday's coming. Jennifer, the other thing I'm seeing here is to remember you're just absolutely beautiful. The world needs you. The world looks to your light. These things are happy. And you're going to teach other people about some of this stuff. You have been teaching other people and you don't even know it. Okay. Jennifer, be strong in the face of the incoming tide. All right. Because when the tide comes in, the tide goes out. All right. Things happen. We move on. And these are experiences, things you're wanting to live for life. And the messenger is here to say, grab it. Don't let that passion go and be right there. All right. I'd love to go into more detail with you. Give me a holler. Okay. I am going to do a shaman's dream card, and this is going to be it. So let's find out what's happening. All right. Wow. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Your Rev wasn't too far off here. Fool's embrace, transmuting pain. Jennifer, for you, I don't know if I need to say anything more. All right. There were different times when, like, I remember in, what was the name of that? Red Dawn with the good one with Patrick Swayze, you know, all right, and all the boys, where they talked about don't weep, let it turn. Now they were saying let it turn to anger, let it turn to fierceness, let it turn to fire. All right. Whatever you're going through, it's time to transmute that pain. Let it go to love. Let it go to light. Understand that this holds you, but you can break the hold. Look at the full moon. There's some things we need to let go, but it doesn't mean we'll ever fully let go from our heartstrings or things like this. I hope that means something. Let me know, and we will find out what's going on. All right. So, Bangarang, my dear, it is so good to see you, and I'll be glad to go into more detail with you. All right. So, everybody, Wednesday night, Eyes of the Dragonfly. Bridget and I will be at it again, and y'all all heard that. You know, we'll find out what's going on. We'll talk about anything. All right. But it's beyond the cards. Won't be doing the readings unless somebody needs a reading. And if we need to, we need to. But at the same point, then what we're going to talk about, who knows? All right. but it will be metaphysical in nature. It will be spiritual in nature. It might be about Bigfoot. It might be about Christmas. It might be about different things that happen. Okay. With Bridget and I, you never know. I love her to death. All right. It's always fun talking. My ladies, I'm finishing up my tarot course. Let's do that Thursday night, 8 o'clock. Be there or be square, and we'll be back on. Everybody, remember, this holiday is there for you. This year is coming to an end. What are you going to do with it? Next week, let's talk about what are you going to do in the upcoming year? That is the year 2026 it's a 10, it's a 1. It's a year of the 1. We've been manifesting, we had all of our chance, and now coming up next year, we get new beginnings. We get new places to start. Let's talk about that next week. And with all that being said, everybody, you know I love you. Merry Christmas. Take what you want, leave what you don't, but leave having experienced some peace, love, and light. Merry Christmas and bang around.